Are you still getting plays from handicappers on TikTok and Twitter? You need to stop that right now because that is not what's going to make you a winner. But I will tell you what will make you a winner because it is not getting those plays from all these guys on TikTok and all this information on Twitter. Everybody has an opinion, but that is not, their opinions are not going to make you a winner no matter what they say their record is. It is not the answer to losing in the sports book. Today, I'm going to share with you what will help you win in the sports book. My name is Ken with Better Culture, and that is what I share on my channel, how to beat the books. And I'm creating a better culture around that to help you win and to help you stop losing. So today, you might be asking like, how do I know? How do I know? Who am I? Well, I've basically been sports betting since I was in high school, and I've gone through the entire path that you've gone through. And I used to buy plays from all these guys. And actually, that's basically, um, you know, that was like something that I fully explored with handicappers. And it was something that was really frowned upon, and it was something that I would not tell my friends that I did because maybe they knew but I didn't. And the reason that I would go to these handicappers was because I didn't know as much about sports as my friends did. And so maybe they didn't need the help, but I definitely needed the help because I was always losing, and that was just not cool with me. So I would pay these handicappers, they would call me. And this was like probably before what, like even before websites was really a thing, right? And they would give me a call, and they would sell me over the phone. I would buy a service to get it for a week, and then I figured like that didn't work, so I started searching on Google, finding guys, and they impressed me with what they were doing, their setup, how they were talking to me through a camera and it was live. Like back then that was something new, like wow, he had this kind of technology. Okay, I can trust this guy. And lo and behold, that is not what happened. And not to say that they were really really bad, but there's some things about getting a service that as a new sports bettor you don't understand how it works and what you're supposed to do. And in reality, you need to quit what you're doing um, on your own, and that's the only way. And then you had to put complete trust in them, and that was like from day one to the end of that week. And let's say they ended up negative, and then you also paid them, so you lost in the book and you paid them. What does that tell you? That tells you like, I could have done this on my own and I would have saved the money that I paid them. So then you drop off. But that in reality is not necessarily being fair to the guy, because what I know now about sports betting is that it's a longer journey than 1 week can tell you. So that's why I know that those handicappers that you get plays from, whether it's on TikTok or whatever, you give a guy a chance for 1 week, it is not going to be the thing that's going to make you a winner. So, if you're trying to be a winner, that is not your only solution. You can use that for advice and just to help get you started. But even let's say you follow this guy's plays, you're going to be still coming up with your own plays, and that's part of the problem. That is part of the problem because you're going to be coming up with your own plays. And the reality is, you haven't figured out how to beat the sports book, especially when it comes to your own plays. Are you making the right choices? So that is like, that is why like handicappers and those guys that you follow is not the right solution. It's because you have not changed. You have not changed in your own ways. You have not changed the way you bet, and you have not changed the way you chase. You have not changed those things about about progressing as a sports bettor. You're still doing all the dumb things that a new sports bettor does. So if you're trying to get plays and then you're still doing all these dumb things on the side, you'll never get to where you want to become as a sports bettor, as a professional sports bettor. So now the question becomes, what does make you a winner? And so there are so many things that can make you a winner that you just don't realize is the thing that's going to help you win. And I'm just going to share a few right now that that you need to realize to help you make yourself a winner. Because just because you got plays from a guy is not going to make you a winner. It'll help you probably win more bets. But let's say, for example, you have bad money management. So a guy will tell you what's your unit size, how much bankroll do you have, and of course you're gonna lie to him, try to pretend that you got all this big old bankroll. And what happens is when handicappers call you, they ask you how much do you play per game, and they want guys that are playing $1,500 per game. Most people are not like that, but the reason that they ask you how much you play per game, they want to see how much can you pay for their service, right? And so like I knew that as moving on, but so I would always tell them, just play $100, $50, $20. But most people play that amount, and so if you guys are playing that amount, sometimes it actually makes it hard to afford a service like that, right? And the biggest thing that you need to learn for yourself is how to manage your money. Most people don't have a separate bankroll for sports betting, and that's like one of the hugest things, because like if you don't have a separate bankroll, you're going to be on playing a week, and then you'll lose. You're going to be done for that week. Maybe you miss some opportunities. You really have to set that money aside. You have to figure out a unit size, what unit size is good for you. Bad money management is how you lose, no matter if you have all the plays. And then what's going to happen? You blame everybody else because the plays, this guy sucks, stuff like that. Well, in reality, the problem starts with you. Bad money management. That's one thing. The next thing is discipline. That's part of money management. How is your discipline? Are you disciplined enough not to take your own silly bet? You might think this and you might think that, and in reality, like, don't take that. It's probably not a good bet, and you're probably being suckered into it, and you're probably reading all this, hearing all this information, and then you take that bet and like, damn, why did I take that bet? It was so stupid, blah, blah, blah. Actually just recently, somebody shared with me a play, and they're not a handicapper, right? But they're like, this is a lock, and he's from another country, and he knows all about this sport. Guess what? It loses. I was going to take it. And that's part of like the discipline. Like, I actually shouldn't be taking those kind of plays, especially for a lot. And good thing I didn't take it for a lot. But, those are kind of discipline things that you got to start practicing. You got to make sure that if you're taking a bet, it has to be positive EV. There's those kind of things. Let's see, what else? Basically, overall, you need to take smarter bets. That's what I'm trying to get out as far as discipline. You need to take smarter bets and know what those are. So, this is just a little bit of how you become a better sports bettor, how you don't lose, because just following those guys is not going to change your life. You have to change the way that you play. And so, those are some of the things that I share on this channel. I've got other videos that talk about how to beat the books and all these other tips. So keep following along. Please like and share. Make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to keep going over more tips on how to beat the books. My name is Ken with Better Culture. Thank you for watching. Good luck in the books today.